Working at the time for me just felt like a lot of dead-end jobs. I had no idea what to do. I just prayed and prayed, and at that time I felt like God was leading me to just go into plants. And so from that time I kind of just took a leap of faith. I knew I wanted to get into like tropicals, so I just started growing a lot of the plants at home myself, reaching out to suppliers, getting imports in, and then just experimenting and just 100% trial and error. If I have a big enough breeding stock, be able to pollinate and breed those and then grow them out. And then once you grow them out to maturity, you can kind of carefully select the breeding plants from there and take the traits that you want from a successful cross. This is probably the most joyful part of what I do. So. A lot of the bigger companies are starting to take certain rare plants and I just continue diversifying the plant selection. There's a lot of private sellers who, get really emotional, like, oh my gosh, they're coming out, the market's tanking, all this stuff. And I'm like, well, why don't you just focus on like the passion of plants and not just chasing after all these trendy things. For me, I really enjoy being able to connect with people and then one, being able to make them available to a lot of people, being able to continue to trial and error different systems to make the maintenance a lot easier on people, I think is really crucial. And then being able to acclimate the plants and give people a higher quality plant so they can be more successful with it is really important as well. The cool thing about this is it's in a basement, but then the other unfortunate side is, sometimes it feels like I'm just in a basement all day. To be honest, there have been many, many times where I've almost come close to burnout. I didn't want to see a single plant anymore, but I just bloomed a plant that I've never bloomed before, I can still find something to be able to find positive out of a job that can be very overwhelming. Putting a lot of energy into just our own mental health, being able to make sure we're taking care of ourselves so that I can be able to enjoy my work more. For me, it's being able to connect people to nature, being able to connect people through the love of plants. And so if it wasn't for the people, then, I wouldn't have as much of a passion for this because although I can be an introvert, most of the time I'm more extroverted and I get energy from other people. So the hard part for me is actually working in here by myself. Even if my life is a living hell, like being able to see like a lot of the plants growing and thriving in the midst of like being in stress environments or being able to create life, see those grow from seedlings, and then that sparks my interest to grow more.